So, hey, hi everyone, and welcome back again. So, I was thinking about what should I talk for today. As I was speaking about the question pyramid last night, and I thought, why not to go in little bit of depth. Let's start with the foundational question that what are you, or yeah, what are you? So, basically, there were four questions. One was, what are you, who are you, what you want, what you need. So the very primary question, what you are or what are you, is all about self-image. It is all about self-conviction. It is all about what sort of a person you think you are within yourself. So answering this question might be different for everybody, since everyone is very different and everyone has their own set of pre-thoughts and pre-understanding about the world and about their own self. We are not talking about world, but we are talking about our own self, our inner world, what we are when no one is seeing us, and what do we think about what we are. Most of our personality, 90% of it, is in such a way is an embodiment of what we think we are. Now, this question is not just a question of a physical embodiment, but it is a psychological question as well. This question has its root from emotional inbounds and outbounds. Now, let me just explain it. When I'm saying it is a physical question, I mean, like, let's say that if you think physically that you're not so good looking, even though you have a very good face, you have very good face features, you have a great jawline, you have very beautiful eyes, and you have a very infectious smile, then too you are saying that you are not good looking. What kind of self image are you making, right? Second, it is a psychological question. If you always try to compare yourself with somebody or someone on a frequent basis, on a regular interval, what you try and tend to portray yourself is something very, very, very superficial. Now, when I'm saying this question is very inbound to you and you are comparing yourself with somebody else, what are you trying to impose? That you are not good as that person. When your comparison with your own self, why do you need an external point of locus to compare, where the whole point was to understand your own strengths, understand your own self? You are finding the answer somewhere externally. As I said, you think you are not good. Why? And on what facts you are not good? That means you are comparing through some sort of external locus. Third question, emotional factor. Since now, when I'm asking, what are you? And you are constantly comparing yourself, you are constantly subjecting yourself to something which is not correct, you tend to create a sense of aura around you, which is very, very negative inbound, which is so dull, which is so fragile, that it has no grounds of practicality to stand upon. It doesn't has that grounds to stand upon. So, as I said, this is a blend of three states, which is your physical, psychological, and emotional. The second you start to pinpoint yourself to the very facts of these three pillars, which is physical, psychological and emotional, you will find a subtle change in yourself. You will understand that, yeah, for me, I am beautiful, I am handsome, I am extraordinary. Physically, I am so good than my own imagination that I feel that I am a god or I am the goddess. Okay. Psychologically, yes, I am capable. I have a brain to think. I have all my sensory organs to sense and feel things. More of that, I am someone who can sit in a quiet room and be there for a minute without getting zoned out or blurred out. Okay. Emotional question. When you think that you are an embodiment of something good, something great, your emotional self gets uplifted. You feel happy. You feel gracious within yourself. You can sense the feeling of gratitude within yourself. So once you start feeling it, you are embodying something good. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel outstanding. So this very question of what you are is not something to find outside of your system. It is something that you need to find within yourself. And the second you find it within yourself, your stage of the question pyramid 1 is solved. It 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 takes minimum like 1 hour to sit properly in some good space and just evaluate yourself, not through some external point of locus but through internal point of focus. And when I'm saying what you are is not something which comes from ego, which comes through calmness. It comes from the state of fulfillment. It comes from the state of your own being. So if you are answering the question from the state of ego, then you are not portraying your self-image. You are portraying an imposter. Try to distinguish what you want, what you are. You don't want to be someone, you want to be yourself. So think in such a way that you answer it in a very rational way. That's it for all today, and we will meet tomorrow.